recording. I got you, Mom.
What?
I said, now I got you.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
And take her back up there Monday, and they'll check it, and then she has to go back the 2nd, and if it's ready, they'll do a skin graft on it. It's the oldest girl, and Johnny charges her $90 every time he comes down here and gets her and takes her up there.
You see a little red light blinking?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yeah, it's fine.
What that's doing is it means that it's recording your voice.
Yeah.
I see, Ma.
Mm-hmm.
I'll always have that.
Yeah. Where I talked about that gal sore.
Well, surely you ain't gonna talk about just that, though.
No.
But if the kids come back in here, we'll probably have to put it down.
Well, see my crooked foot from that getting hurt?
Just stay like that.
Yeah, and when I walk, why, the heel part of my shoe's way over that way, and I walk half on the side of my shoe.
I didn't think it broke it.
No, Dr. Bird x-rayed it 4 times. You know, when I fell, my ankle here is what it is. And he x-rayed it 4 times, and he said it did not show no break whatsoever, but he believed it was broke in my ankle just the same, and it had to be. It gets crookeder all the time. And it hurts right in, just below this knot here. Right there, it hurts all the time. And every once in a while, I get a letter where the Medicare has paid so much to Dr. J.P. Huddle on me, and I never seen or heard of a J.P. Huddle, only in these letters, and I'm fixing to take that down there and ask them at the front. Is that where you register? Who is that doctor, and why am I getting these? It ain't costing me nothing, but
Maybe
it's...
he reads x-rays. Because they don't read them down there.
That's probably what it is. Probably your x-ray technician.
But they'll make the x-rays, and they'll read them, and they'll tell me about them, and they'll do what they're going to do, and I come home. So if he goes and reads them then, and he finds something different, why don't they let me know it?
I don't know. Just doctors for you, Ma. I can't say much for any of them.
Oh, now, Samantha was talking about that she wouldn't take a dog down there at that hospital. Now, they told her to begin with that they never had no dealings with a baby. Just grown people was all they'd ever had any dealings with. And they tried everywhere in the world to get that IV in that kid's vein and couldn't. And like I told her, they sure tried. But that vein, them veins was collapsed, and probably they didn't have one of them plastic deals they put in there, small enough anyway to go in her vein. Because they just had them for grown people. When I went back for my checkup, he said I was doing real good in every way, but my blood sugar was still some low. It was 110. But he said not worry about it, and I was still losing weight. I'd lost 3 more pounds. I said, well, I need to lose 50.
That's a lot of weight. I need to lose about 30,
How much do you weigh?
about 220.
I weighed 203. Did Friday's week ago. No, it was Monday's week ago. Well,
Well, you remember me telling you about when I got married that he asked me, he said, if I got a good cook when I got married, and I said, I sure did, and I said, my mother-in-law's even a good cook, so between the two of them. Done it to me, didn't you, honey?
No, you do it to yourself.
I know, I'm a snacker, I can't help it, I snack all the time.
well, did you know for the last 2 months I've just about lived on sweets?
Yeah, I don't
Go
know.
down there and my blood sugar's real low, and when he gets through, he'll say, now you get out of here and you go get you a bar of candy or a bag of cookies and eat it, 'cause your blood sugar's too low. Well, then I'll get it and I'll bring a lot home and I'll eat on it for 3 or 4 days and not eat nothing else. It's a wonder I don't weigh 300. But I'd like to lose down to 150.
Well, it's been a long time since you was 150, ain't it?
I got down to 177 after I had surgery. And that's the least I've weighed in many a year. And Donnie weighs 115 now.
You used to tell me that.
And she's just tickled to death that she's weighing that much. And that biggest girl of Tammy's, she took a spell of throwing up and couldn't even keep water on her stomach. And they took her to the doctor that one morning, and she's still doing the same thing that evening. And they took her back and put her in the hospital, and she stayed 6 days, and they took her home. And the next Saturday, this was Saturday morning, and the next Saturday she started throwing up the same way. And they give her medicine around there, and she got better and went back to school. And that coming Saturday, she took real bad all at once, and she said, Mom, you better just take me to the hospital. And they took her down there, and they put her in the hospital, and they run some tests on her and said they just brought her in time, that she had that, like they say that people have that wrecks their mind.
Anorexia.
Vice syndrome, something like that. But said they got her there in time that they could straighten her right out. So she was in there a week, and she was at home 2 or 3 days ago doing real good. They got the throwing up stopped right off. Dean has a lot of sick spells and throwing up. He might be getting hungry. See how my foot is when I'm standing with my weight on it now?
Yeah. save it. Some other, your family can see.
Okay, that's what you want.
Benny, did you come down here to cook for us?
No, ma'am.
Well, I've got some pork steaks. I think they're thawed and ready to cook.
She ought to have another ashtray around here.
It's all right.
Now that's pretty bad when your own daughter says, "No, ma'am, I ain't gonna cook for you.
You didn't wipe your cake icing off.
I'm saving it for the next meal, I told you."
Well, I got you wiping it off anyway.
Oh.
Now that ain't fair.
That's a good one. I got old Floyd over there pumping on that dadgum weed, yeah.
Yeah, and I get all the second-handed smoke.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I told Tommy the other day at the drugstore I was coughing, and I said, "Boy, I just got to cut down on the cigarettes." And he said, "Yeah, you really ought to." And I laughed and I said, "I don't smoke." And he said, "Oh."
He does.
I said, "I just
Tommy
get
does.
second-hand smoke." Yeah.
I think Tommy smokes.
Well, I think you ought to get the name on this, and you remember who gave it to me?
Oh, yeah, I got that good.
Turn upside down, it's WOW.
Wow. Eddie got me that cup.
I've got some real old things that my kids got me when they was little, and she's got some things she showed me here a while back. Alan got me this, and Floyd got me that, and Ed got me this. And I don't even remember now. What was it?
All different
Little
things.
old pieces of jewelry and stuff. Is that what we was talking about?
I've got a pocket knife Floyd got me out of a nickel machine when he was 3 years old. A red one. And I got a one with pearl handles. They're about that long. That Alan got me out of a nickel machine when he was 3 years
For
old.
a shop truck. This is boy old Kurt, he's a good friend of ours. He got a big old 4-wheel drive Chevrolet 3/4 ton. Was up there in
And,
the woods. I tried to pull
I've
him out
got
the
lots
first
of
time. I
things
couldn't
here
get
that-
pulled out, so I pushed him out. And the next 3 times I pulled him out of that Datsun. And last time I pulled him about 200 yards. But I mean, I just had to back up and just ram that Datsun and to get him going. But I pulled him every time. And when I got it out though, it was popping through the carburetor. So I got rid of it and I got me a little 4-wheel drive Jeep pickup, one of those Comanche pickups, real straight body. Made a good deal on it. There ain't no complaints on it. It's a little 4-cylinder, 4-wheel drive, automatic, you know. Make a nice shop truck, and plus it'd be good to go running around, drive to work every day. I knew the motor was bad in it.
Hello.
Show me this little, tell me who that little girl looks like, the biggest one.
You know, to the shop. I just jerked it out and sent it off.
Now that's one of them pictures I was telling you about.
They got it back to me about 4 or 5 days
Now,
later.
Looks like a man.
It's just like her. That person's 20-something years old.
Dropped it back in, fired it up.
I know that for a fact.
Squeaking.
Okay.
Next thing you know, there's
July
a big squeak in here
70.
for about 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And I tried to get them
Don't
to
it?
listen at it.
She got a shirt just like that. She got pants.
So they wound up,
Just like that, too.
When
When I first- When I first seen it,
That one.
checked it, it had no oil clearance
Oh,
whatsoever.
my-
Who is that?
You could see where the oil
I don't
was
know.
going in the middle of all the bearings. There was no oil.
Where Wanda's
outside.
sister
There was
lived
no
in this
shine.
trailer house
Yeah,
down
they
here.
didn't run to
The
it.
guy was down
This
there and found them
looks
2
like,
pictures and brought them
They
to
done it, and they
Samantha.
told there was nothing wrong
He
with it.
thought
They thought
that
it
They were
was
Tina's
crazy.
husband.
One little girl was Amanda, but
It's
it's 21 years old, this picture is.
New bearings.
So it has to
It's
be
all there.
some of Wanda's
Back
family.
in, it's just quiet as a church.
I told Brian when he sees his mom today, tell her come
Boy,
here
I
when the
just
show
runs
again.
sweet.
See if she knows who they
I
are.
was really proud of it. I went ahead and one of the
She don't know who that one picture is. I'm just gonna keep
right
it.
front axle had some rust on it, so I went ahead and
They might be
fixed
some
that.
of
It was
his
easy out
boats
there, man.
instead of her boats.
It really
You
wasn't hard at
know,
all.
Jimmy's instead of.
Whipped that
Yeah.
thing back together and I drove it about 3 miles.
That little, that
I
biggest
thought,
one.
boy, I'm gonna like this. thing up there in front of the shop, throw it in reverse
Don't that
back.
look just like Amanda?
Yeah.
When Joy seen that picture, she swore up and down it was
Front
Amanda.
touchbacks,
I thought it was
just
too. Amanda goes, yep, that's Amanda.
That's
Then I
fine,
looked
they're
on the
right.
date, and I said, no, that's not Amanda. I go, if that's Amanda, how this picture get taken? I go, that's old film.
Yeah, Lord have mercy.
You think that looks like Amanda, that biggest kid there? I thought it was. I thought it was my own kid. Heather said
Have
it
you
was Amanda.
met?
Them two
Have
little boys.
you met
Yeah,
Cindy?
yeah.
Well, whose boys is it anyway?
She don't know.
Or girls. I don't know.
No, I really can't see it, but it don't look like either one of yours.
Biggest
Is
one
that
looks like
supposed-
Amanda.
Is that supposed to be yours?
No.
No.
The
That's
biggest one
20
looks
years
like,
old or 21.
the biggest one looks
Whose
like
kids
Amanda.
is it?
I don't know.
She don't know, I said.
Somebody found them where they moved that trailer out from down behind here.
Might be some akin to Wanda and them.
Mm-hmm. Is your girls asleep?
No, Amanda's out in the backyard playing. But Brian and Kelly and Heather's asleep. So I'm gonna have to hurry.
Tell Kelly to come here.
Okay.
Tried your arm there again.
Eddie Campbell,
Oh,
did
it's-
you drink that coffee?
It's doing all right, I guess.
You just
Was the
guessed.
right one?
Yeah.
Cause you too many of them bull muscles, wasn't it?
I had the engine fall over on it, that pinned it backwards.
Oh, well. Missed the elbow up.
Hell, it was that
Betty, you see
nerve
this
that runs in
spoon?
the elbow.
Yeah.
Right in there,
See that pattern?
going around to here. They took that nerve out of there, cut that
Mama
canal
gave
out,
me that spoon
funny
for
bone
my
nerve
coffee
runs through.
spoon
and he
about
had to operate on
25
the nerve.
years ago or 30.
And then he
There ain't
ground
another in
through
here
the
like it,
bar
and I
and
keep
put
it in
that
my
nerve
coffee
back
cup.
in there.
In there where it slide.
That's
You got
the
feeling
crap.
in your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Hey,
When
which I
before they
want.
operated, when it got
Got a
cold,
pretty
these two
design on
fingers
it.
did just curl up.
She said, now you ain't got
Couldn't
no
rise
spoon
up.
like this.
What happened to your finger?
Real weak,
Oh, I
you know, the grip,
mashed it and the nail
which is
was
still
trying to
is.
come off.
Oh, my
And then
God.
it started coming loose on one side.
No, he didn't
Oh,
bum
no.
us just now.
I cut
And I
this
put a
off.
band-aid
Here,
around it.
Lord,
and I
about
was allergic to
Sometimes that
band-aids.
nearly scares me to death.
Yeah, I remember.
Red, peel it off. And
My heart's just
now I clipped
Yeah, I
the
put
nail
ball
where it
joints
was
in
loose.
Suburban.
And the new nail's under
just
it,
use
but
it
it's
for
so
it, didn't have a
thin.
press.
So just using my
Oh, I
hand, I kept
rail,
hitting
I
it,
did.
breaking it.
I was running some labor
So I
over there, but I was on
Had to do
a
something.
salary of
for it.
$700 guarantee. You know, win, lose, or draw. I mean, when I had to work, I'd knock
You have
it
to
out.
make me about 2 a day
When
of
I throw
them.
them ball
That
joints
was
on the
nasty and I
little
just put
block
it on
I'd
the
rigged
floor.
up,
Yeah.
floor jack. I'd just stick it stand under it and knock that ball joint out.
It helps protect
Throw
that.
that ball joint back in there and put it in there and jack that floor
My
jack up,
nails
get it
grow
solid.
so slow. I don't know how
About
long
3
it's gonna
legs,
take
that
it to
12-pound sled, and I
grow
got
them
my hand
off.
in it about that long. Took her back together and I was through with it.
Get you
So
some of
I
that
do.
fingernail
I
polish that's
popped
got
it back in
embalming
there.
fluid in it.
Kinda
I've been using that for about a year and hadn't done a thing
This
for
bitch up
mine.
there and fell of it, and just as I did, that floor jack went, and I was back in the back at 7-bay shop all by myself.
How's your mother doing?
And I
Right.
screamed and hollered,
You
I did everything, and nobody heard me. I like this thing with a pin.
Walking with a walker.
And I finally got one more big black
Yeah, she's
snap on
walking
the
with a
screwdriver about
walker.
that long, but it was
Dresses
laying way
her
back
own
over
self
there. And
in
I
her
turned
own
around and
clothes.
got my toes
Stays
over
up
to
the
drag
front
it
all the
over
time
there.
with other people.
Well,
Got
that's
it under
good.
there. You know,
They're
but
working
it
on her
only
now.
tries it so high.
With
but
her walking,
I
they're
could
hoping
never
within
get
a
it
month
loose
she'll be
on my
walking
hand. Finally, I
totally by
tried it high as I
herself.
get it
I
and
walk
pulled
her
it
now.
out.
Well,
And
that's
this thing
good.
just laying down there.
Is her mind getting any
you
better
know,
or
Well,
greasy
it's better than it
jar.
was,
Yeah.
but it won't
I
never
just
be.
wrapped it up when I got in
about
trouble.
as good as it's
On
gonna
the
be?
house.
Does she know you now?
They
Oh,
finally
yeah.
found out
She's
where I was
always
at.
known me.
Oh, she
Oh,
did.
2 or 3 hours later. before they
She-
found
Yeah,
out
she
where I was
sees
at.
her too often, like
Then they
Mama
call
did
me
me.
and
She
it's-
won't
Yeah.
ever forget her.
They called me
She always
first.
knows me, but
talked
it's
to
real
me
funny
out
because
there
my
in that
sister,
bird
she
center.
goes out there, but she don't go
I
out
told her, I
there.
said, don't worry about it, it's no big deal.
She may
They
go
gonna
out there
show it up
regular
in a
for
little
her,
while.
but like she don't go out there every
It'll
day
be all
like I
right.
do.
I knew I done lost.
And Mother don't
some.
ever remember her coming out there.
But
I'll
they
ask
did
her, I
when
said,
they
well, is
called
Wanda
in.
down here? She,
She
nah,
come
she don't
over
care nothing about me. She don't never come
And
out
about,
there. Well, this other lady that
oh, I
can't
guess
talk
probably
too plain,
5 o'clock,
but
they got
she'll
another
say, uh-huh,
surgeon, it's like the
uh-huh.
third
And
one.
Mother will
And
say,
he said, I can put that thumb back
has
on
Wanda
there.
been out here since?
I
Uh-huh,
said, "It's not gonna
yesterday.
work anyway.
Oh, well, I I guess
He
she
said, "I
said
can give you
yesterday, I guess
80%
she
off."
has
It
to,
didn't
but Mother
work.
don't remember it.
Yeah.
And I said, you make him,
That's
give
the
me
way Grandma
80%.
was.
But you can't tell when she gets, they get her to walking, her mind might just start coming back.
Well, her mind's a lot better than it
Knocked me out
was,
at
but it won't
6:30.
never be any better. I don't think.
Did they ever finally decide that she does have Alzheimer's?
No, it's just little bitty strokes in her little
I went to
veins.
therapy for a
That
long
they
time.
can't do
I did
anything
all
about.
this
That's the
stupid
same thing. That's the
exercise.
same thing Daddy died
Everything
of.
is still.
Oh.
He wasn't having strokes in the big
It's
arteries
there,
where they
but
could clean him out.
this
He
is
was
just
in the little ones.
so
And Mother's is
sensitive there, it's
exactly the
just,
same.
you know,
They
that
have a
even
name
hurts.
for that, but I
But
can't
down
think.
here,
Yeah,
I
I
can take
can't
a pocket
remember what
knife and
it
dig
is
a
either,
hole.
but that's what
you
it
know.
is.
But boy, it's just, and it's
I
really
had already
strange.
started having my
You know, I'm
doubts
left-handed, and
about
Dad
that
reached up there
before
starting
she
a
got
bolt.
sick this last night.
Yeah.
Because she had a lot of the same symptoms
I
as
tell you what, I learned
Alzheimer's,
to do a
but
lot
then
of
she had
things
a lot of
right-handed
symptoms
now.
that wasn't.
Yeah, you tell you,
And
you
so I
do
finally
learn
went
to.
and talked to her doctor, and
Shoot, they was
he
about
wasn't the
3
one
months
that
there, I
had said
couldn't
she
even
had
feed
it. It was
myself, you
his
know.
partner, not partner, but he worked for this other
You know,
doctor
I
at
eat
the time.
right-handed for a long time.
And
and
this other
I
doctor
went
had
hold
been the
that
one.
spoon in my right hand, it's like, it ain't
He
It's
told
hard,
me.
sometimes it's hard to,
No,
Yeah.
I use
Well,
the
this,
spoon.
her doctor said he
differentiate.
had
No
never
feeling.
felt like she'd had it. And he
Feel
felt
like
like
a
it
slob.
was
I
strictly
just like
stroke
lean way
related.
over the plate, though.
And so
Sure
then,
did.
after she had all these lash
Right.
strokes and got real
Shoot,
bad
it was,
like she
it
was,
was probably
and everything,
6 months before I
if that
could
had been Alzheimer's,
put enough
she would
pressure
have
with the
never ever
knife, you know,
got
to
any
cut
better.
meat,
No.
you know.
no.
So, you know, I know
I know a lot of
definitely it's
people's
not
got
that,
their elbow hurt like
which is a
that.
relief
Well, I
as
didn't
far
know
as
it.
I'm
They
concerned.
used
Yeah,
to wind up,
really.
you know, like taking out and then they cut that canal
So I
out.
scared death one of these
Put that
days I
nerve
might
back
get
in.
it, and I'm crazy enough. Little
Well,
like
yeah,
that
Usually
and all
they
that.
wind up losing most of those feelings
But
right here.
he done a lot of surgery
Nerve
on the
repair.
nerve itself.
Well, I tell you,
Cause,
here lately,
Yeah, they waited almost 2 months.
I think I about lost mine.
You
Well,
know,
I know I've nearly lost mine.
finally, that surgeon, he said,
They
you know,
said
he
that's
said,
a
"We need
smart
to go on
person
in
to
there
lose their
and repair it."
mind.
And which is,
I
he left
used
a
some
muscle out of
chemicals
my
over at
arm
work, it'd be 2
here,
weeks, when
that I
Monday
didn't know
gets
he
here,
was
it'd be 2
gonna
weeks.
leave out, you know, or
And I tell
anything.
you, about killed me.
He kept,
I'm
I
not
kept
over
looking at it, kept telling Joe, wait a minute, my arm.
They was trying to unstop her,
You know,
see?
I said, oh, it's just,
And boy, as soon as I smelled that, I knew
which is,
what
it
it was gonna
was
do to
like,
me. But it was too late.
you know, of course, they took this muscle off the
I
bone
started
and
opening
these
windows,
muscles
but
off
that
the
scent
bone,
was so
you know.
strong.
And so then I was telling the doctor, and he said, "Oh, it's just where they left that muscle out of your arm." I said, what? You know, and he got this real weird look on his face. And it was, shoot, it was the longest before I could ever straighten my arm all the way out.
It's a long time.
In fact, I think what really done it is, I was taking a shower one time and I slipped and fell, you know, and naturally first thing you do is, you know, catch yourself. Well, when I did, well,
Try to.
since then, that's pretty well been straightening out.
You know, I had all that back surgery and stuff, and I never could bend over. I still can't bend over very good.
Yeah.
But I was taking a shower in a bathtub. Of course, you know, they make them stupid apartments, you know. And I slipped and fell in that thing, and my God, I rolled around there and got up on my knees and sat there and cried a while. Finally, got up enough nerve to get up and get a towel, and I got out and I dropped that towel and I leaned over and picked it up. And I realized then that I could
That you could do it.
reach over and do it. And I remember me calling you and telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
I was so damn proud of that dog longer than this screen, you know. But I mean, we're talking a hell of a long time. I couldn't even lean over and tie my shoes. That's
Yeah.
how Sean learned how to tie his shoes. He tied my shoes. Yeah, that was a miserable time. Man, I got to wearing this old slip-on shoes, and that's when they first come out.
Somebody had
The
loosened
tennis
that
shoes with
water
Velcro
hose
on.
down there and the
Well, I
water
finally
was just
got to
running
sit down.
down.
I learned how to get that foot way up here like this, get that shoe.
Kelly
on,
tightened
snap
it.
that Velcro.
Well,
Yeah.
it was
But I
froze
couldn't never
this
get
morning,
both
and
hands
that
around there, so
Bud
you
loosened
tied
it a
it.
little.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
So
running
it's
Yeah.
down.
flawed now, ain't it?
They operated on mine, and I was laying in bed there. And
Well, I guess I
of course,
was
had
gonna
a
tell
big
him to
old
turn
full
the
beard
faucet
and
on.
everything.
It's on.
They had this arm up in the cast and everything.
He turned it
IV
on.
in
Somebody
this one.
told him to turn it on.
They kinda come to. and
When
she
he
was
turned it
there.
on, the water was running
Can I
down
get you
it.
a
I
drink
said,
of water?
Samantha, that's
I
leaking
said,
real bad.
cigarette.
Kelly did that, and he said, well, Mama, it's
So she
loose, so he
took a
tied it.
cigarette in my mouth and lit it. You know,
Did
when
anybody
I
ever-
went to take it out, I
Yeah,
knocked the fire
let you
off
met-
on my chin. And
Y'all made before?
here I was,
Mhm. Mary
you know.
Poorhouse.
You
His
could
beard
see
was
the
just
smoke
a smoking.
coming up.
Did cut
We
the
was
beard
talking.
off, huh?
No,
Early
it
No,
scared
it-
the heck out of
It
his
burnt all the
face.
way, it
Kids
just
call
burnt
us.
down through and burnt my chin.
And
But
Wanda said,
no, I didn't cut it off
when,
till
that, Brian called you Granny, and
Old buddy of mine had
Daddy
them big old
calls me
Ford
Granny.
back years ago when I worked
sometimes
in
she
truck
said he didn't
shops.
know which Granny she was talking
He
about,
kept
and I
getting
said,
that
well,
beard a little longer, but he kept
I
trimming
said,
it.
Andrea
Making
calls
it
me
look
Granny,
round,
and
you
calls
know.
Mama Granny
You know,
Kelly.
they get pointed, but then it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I told him, I said, boy, you one of these days you're going to be laying upside down on one of them things welding on. And I said, you're going to get you a big old hot god fire and that thing will go up and smoke. Nah, it'll burn it, but it won't catch on fire.
it's what you
And
think.
we was building, we had 14 of these big old Fords. They got diesels, had 14.5-inch frame. We had to stretch these things, cut them to and stretch them well. And we made this little old pallet thing. It was kind of tapered like an incline board. We could lay down on this thing, lay up there, and you could see the weld the inside of this one, and you could turn over there and weld the inside of that one. Boy, we was really walking tall. I was on one side of welding, he was on the other side of welding. I heard him say, God almighty! Boy, he come out of there and throwed that welding helmet across there and hit me, and then I come out from under it. When I got up, he was doing this, and that fire would come up on his head. That beard was just a smoldering. Of course, that hot slag beat it like a torch, you know?
Yeah.
You'll
Talked
feel
to-
sorry. It burned his face up.
Yeah.
It burned him pretty bad.
I talked to Diane before I come down here. She said, tell y'all hello, she's working today.
She's at the drugstore?
Yeah.
Well, we got up. I woke up early. I don't think Ann ever slept last night, did you?
Not much.
We got up.
How come?
I just don't seem to be able to sleep anymore.
I have spells like that, man.
We got around, ate breakfast. I think we left the house at 8:30. When we pulled up out here, it was 11:30. We stopped over to McKinney, I guess.
454 wasn't quite doing the speed limit, was it?
Well, I wasn't pushing it too much. They said I got them 410 gears in there. I don't stand on it too hard. I was hoping I'd drive her car up there. She's got that El Camino, you remember it?
Yeah.
I put her a 400 in it, and it'll just scream. She said her transmission's real good when it's cold. And I drove it the other day, and it's really not. It's when it's cold, it's just don't feel like it's really doing its thing, you know.
We got a load of water in mine here a while back. And ever since then, it's been running about 20 pounds low on oil pressure.
Oh, yeah, how do you get full of
When you gonna
No, I thought I was buying gas.
when you gonna come back and get you another load of wood?
Me?
I ain't.
I don't know.
There's plenty more of that over there. It needs to be.
Oh, across the way. She's talking about crossing the way.
Yeah.
I was
Cleaned
gonna
out
say, every
that
time I
little
come
spot
out
over
here and
there,
get
didn't
wood,
it?
I always end up with a flat. So, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna start cutting a bunch this winter up there. I'm gonna cut me about 3 cords, stack it, let it dry all summer, then I'm gonna haul it home. You know, late this summer. And next winter, I'm gonna have plenty of firewood, boy.
We had to cutting the devil out of it.
Yeah.
I tell you, they selling the heck out of it down there. Man, they
Don't get
$110,
much for it up
$120
here.
a cord. I'm not gonna pay that
$25
for
a
it.
rig.
How about
25 a rig.
delivered?
No,
Uh,
30 delivered.
They down there, you know, they may be cutting it 75 miles from there, see?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to pay to get it delivered.
How much cord down there?
110, 120, well, probably by now it's 130.
How many ricks is in a cord? I forgot.
2.
2.
But you just think about it, whew, 130, 125, $130, that's a lot of money for wood.
Betty, I guess, man, you better get out this spring in the mountains and cut us some to sell.
They're good saws.
I'm telling you, I had one and I messed around and sold it.
That little old saw is got sure is a cutting little dude.
Yeah, he's had to work on it a couple times, but
Well, yeah, but look how many ricks of wood he done cut with that thing.
I don't know how much you gave for that, do you?
Uh,
I've got a little McCullough I had
What
about
kind
10,
did
11
you,
years.
I don't know.
Chainsaw.
Yeah, a little chainsaw, but I don't know what brand it is.
He done burn up 2 bars on it. He's cut so much with it, you know, and shoot that little thing and just still get right with it.
Well, I bought a regular piston type chainsaw. I didn't get the one with the reed valves in it. I went and got one that
Yeah.
had the regular pistons and stuff in it. They made one just exactly like mine, but it had the reed valves in it.
Somebody
Just about $50 more.
Somebody
you know.
told Roy here a while back they'd come and top that tree out for us, and I can't remember now who it was. How about
Sure
them
wasn't me, I
songs?
can tell you that.
Just made me think about
Probably
it.
James Lee.
Well, I guess he's overseas now. Somebody told Buddy was.
Yeah, he's over there.
Yeah. Oh, I knew he was gonna go. He told me a long time ago.
Oh yeah, he was hurting to go over there.
Yeah.
He thought he just couldn't wait to get over there, but I bet he changes his mind pretty quick.
I don't know, Retha. He's pretty stubborn about it, but I bet he does have a whole different outlook on life now.
Yeah.
I know my son sure does.
Hello, Amanda.
He said he's in the Navy.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah,
Navy
he's
corpsman.
a corpsman. He's with the Marines recon group. Right there on the damn front line.
Well, I heard them saying this morning they thought they just about wiped out Iraqi's main deals now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't heard nothing today.
That's
and I
what they
usually hear
said,
it.
but then they turned right around and said they're planning, starting next week, they plan on making 3,000 bomb runs a day.
When they showed it
Over.
about
You know, of
10
course, that's
o'clock
over
this
all of
morning, they were
Iraq.
just one
And
right
that
after
there-
another going off.
That oil spill,
Not of
that's a
ours
burning.
either.
So they said that's the clearing that out of the way.
They just, a little while ago on the radio said that I forget how many more thousands of barrels supposedly dumped in there.
Yeah, but they're burning it now.
No, that's the oil wells they're burning. Not burning that they dumped in the sea.
Well, they're getting shut of it, they said anyhow.
they
It's soon be cleared up.
They shipped all those microbes down there to eat it up.
Oh, did they? I didn't hear
Yeah, they
that.
shipped it down.
I got to where I won't even hardly
They
turn
don't
the
like
news
to
on,
listen
because
to
when
it.
I do, I'm just glued to
I don't
it,
like to listen to it.
you know.
Roy keeps it on as long as he's up. He's got it
Well,
on.
when all of it first started, you know, I'd turn it on CNN, boy, and I was glued to it. But I got to where, you know, one time they'd say, well, you know, it's going to be all right, and the next time they said, no, it's not, so you're up and down.
News.
And I said, no more, I'm
He
not
come
going
over about 3 or 4
Drive
days
me
before
nuts.
this
Yeah.
ever started.
sitting here watching it, so.
You know, had some work done on
I
his
don't.
car, and he said, I want to get it done now. He said, we're all going on
I finally
24
did get
hours
up enough
today,
guts last Monday to call
No
that
days
800
off.
number,
day after tomorrow.
see if he was all right.
And I said, well, damn, Steve, what's happening?
How can they
He said,
keep track of
It's a
everybody?
freaking phone.
I
I
don't
said, well,
know.
I know they got that
I didn't
deadline.
ask her.
He
She
said,
said
well,
that they had one
he said, I can
foreman
assure you,
that had been
it's
hurt,
coming down.
but it wasn't serious.
Well, they
And I
had- they
said,
didn't
well,
have no other
thank
choice.
God. And I said, well, no, I don't
That
mean it
wasn't
to
the way that-
sound
He was
like it
deploying
come out. I
troops
just
and
meant that,
everything.
you know, thank God it wasn't my child. You know,
And thank God it wasn't serious.
yeah.
You know, people
But-
thought there was going to be a waltz in the park. I kept saying,
Yeah.
right from the get-go, hey, that old
She
boy
said,
ain't
no
stupid.
news is
No.
good news.
You know,
And I said,
he is
yeah, I
not
realize that.
stupid.
Yeah, I've
but-
heard a lot of people
might
say
not
that
be
old
saying
man
that,
over
but
there
yeah.
was crazy. I said he's pretty doggone smart
Oh,
in
he
my
is
book.
crazy. I think he's crazy.
He
to
is
live.
crazy,
See.
but he's cunning and smart.
Well,
Yeah, he's
United
been
States
planning
trained
this
him
for
good.
a long time too. He's
Yeah.
got it well planned
By the time
out.
we run out of ammo, he's going to start bringing them jets out
Well,
of the
they
bunkers.
had- I watched the other day that they had, they showed where the Germans had built his bunker underneath the governor's house. And I mean, it goes way down. And not only that, a lot of those Scud missile things are down in bunkers. So they don't
Jets,
know how
too.
many they have.
Jets and everything.
Well, they're taking the
Yeah.
jets over to Iran. Landing them and leaving them set. Yeah, you know, they were getting a little overconfident last week, you know, saying, you know, that we had the advantage, and I said, yeah, a little
You
bit
know what?
too
It
young
stopped
into
it
it.
all, though.
Huh?
If they load all them B-52s and stuff up in them propane bombs and go in there and hit them right in the mouth of them bunkers and it just clean that whole place out with
Yeah.
propane bombs and then come right behind them with napalm. We'll start it south and work to the north
Mm-hmm.
and just go ahead and knock Iran and Jordan off too while they're at it. Just be through with it. We have it all done in a week.
Yeah.
Them propane bombs.
That's what I
So
said. I said, I don't
devastating.
see why they don't just go in there and wipe the whole thing out and be done with it.
You know, I mean, I really feel sorry for the innocent people, the women and kids and the men and stuff. They're not, backing him. But how do you sort them out?
Well, they said that
No.
the
Well,
other
that's why
day.
he's got them there,
Yeah.
The other day,
because he knows they can't be sorted.
they were talking about where a lot of those Iraqi, I don't know, what do you call them, people, I guess, that weren't involved in the war, were on the Jordan border, and they weren't letting them in.
No, they closed the border.
Yeah, weren't letting them in at all.
Yeah, just civilians. A lot of the soldiers
Yeah.
are coming across too, though.
Yeah.
Hey, one on TV the other day, did y'all see that one? They didn't have any shoes on.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he gave it up, boy.
I know they said that they were full of lies, those one prisoners that they took here day before yesterday or so, that they were just full of lies. They were averaging maybe one meal a day, and I thought,
I tell you, those people over there always are lies ridden.
Yeah.
It's just a way of life over there. They're saying, there's no way to get rid of it.
Papa said all them buildings with the guns sitting up on top of it and everything. Why don't they go in there and wipe them out?
Well, I think them propane bombs will be the way to go. If
Well,
I
they
had
were-
anything to say about it.
complaining the other day about, that he wasn't treating our POWs, the, what's Geneva Convention. And I told Floyd, I said, what makes him think that he would? He's nuts. He's not gonna do that.
Yeah,
No,
they
we're
should
the
have
only
known
country
before it
that's ever
started.
treated
He
prisoners
wasn't
Yeah.
according to Geneva Convention. Nobody else has ever done it.
No.
Vietnam or Germany or
Mm-mm.
any of them, nobody ever had. We're the only ones.
Some of them guys they showed sure looked bad.
Yeah. Well, you could tell they'd been beat.
Especially that
Face.
one that
Cuts all
couldn't
on
or
their
wouldn't raise
faces.
his head. Did
Think
you
about
see
it
him?
though, if
Huh?
somebody just got
That
through
one
bombing
that
my
couldn't
country,
or
I
wouldn't
gotta
raise
look
his
for
head.
places.
Oh, the
Did you
one was
see
all
him?
bent over? Yeah. Yeah.
and
I don't think he could raise his hand.
Probably not.
It is.
If
don't
I was in
know.
their shoes, I'd just shoot them when they hit the ground, If them Iraqis bombed here and one of them was out there walking down the street, I would waste him,
I would too.
So that's what they're doing. Civilians
I'd
over there
figure
are
it
just as
was
dangerous as
his
the
life or
military.
mine.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened with all the rest of them, too. But I'd rather go over there and fight them than them come over here.
That's what I hear a lot of them saying too.
And I keep thinking that maybe that's his long-range plan,
Yeah,
So
come
how do you
here.
know?
Well, he said the other day that he was going to bomb all over the United States.
All over the world.
You could do it, too. It's like that one lady said the other night on the news, I don't know who she is, but she had a little special on, and she said that he had done everything he'd ever said he would. So there's no reason to disbelieve that he's not going to.
Well, you
Yeah,
made
they-
a comment about the Americans swimming in their own blood. He's got something in mind.
He's got enough people stashed around over here to help him do
Well, he
just
had
what
enough
wants
time to do it. We sat there
Like
kind of
his
him
brother,
on
young
around.
friend of mine with that couple of 40-shot clips stuck in it. I believe I could cut him in half. But other than
It's just
that,
nuts.
Well, I might not want to hold that many, but I bet it cut one of them in half. 8mm Mauser.
oh, I got something off here now. I got a M14.
One shot in the right spot's all it take anyway.
Yeah. I got an M14 that,
That just made me think,
Fired
I went and
once
checked
before, two
myself
once
last
and
night.
all.
You know, I told you that Nina's been slipping my gun out when I was
240
gone
shot clip, that's 80 round, got one of them little
and
red
shooting
dot
it
sights
around
in
here.
Oh, yeah.
You ever get the red
No.
dot on? it's
Well,
in
he
the line.
filled it back up, but I've got 3 shells in the box.
I don't know.
Sounds to me like you need to take them
I got
shells
this
and
one
keep
this
them in
year.
your purse or
Go deer
something.
hunting with. A little deer I shot.
Because if he done it
I
once, he'll
couldn't
do
believe
it
the whole
again.
that thing left.
I said I was going to hide
I
that
hear her
pistol
last year,
next
Ann
time
bought me
I
a
go off,
Ruger 44 Magnum carbine last
or
year.
he won't
My
find it.
birthday, wasn't it? That's my birthday. And that's what I deer hunted with last year and this year too. And I shot one last year, but it's a perfect side shot. I shot it right through the neck. And it shattered that neck bone from the middle of the neck, plugged to his skull, and then plumbed down to his shoulder bones. I mean, it just completely exploded. But it just made a nice little hole. I like that.
Nice little hole, huh?
And this year, I shot at 3 deers. Kurt ran 2 out, and he didn't even know it. But I was standing up on top of this low mountain there, at about 150 yards over there. They come out, running big old buck. Boy, I had a rack about like this. A doe, just a real nice doe, but the buck probably filled it 150 pounds at least. And I standing up on top of that hill up there with that 44 carbine. Of course, you know that's a joke. I went on and shot
Your
at him.
feet cold.
Then I ran
They
2
was,
out
that's
for
the reason I
Sean.
put
He never
these
did
on.
even see either one of them. And one of them saw him and turned around and went back the other way. Then I was trying to run another one out of the brush, and I come across the creek and started up a hill, and I had my gun up over my head, and we just went face to face. And I mean, he had a rack this big. I think that they was a 12 or 14 pointer. He doesn't see me when I seen him though, but I shot at him, but you know, in the brush when they're running, it's not real realistic. But this is in, well, it's broad daylight. It's like 10, 11 o'clock, wasn't it, when I jumped out of them? They was walking through our camp up there, just like herds of them. They was a buck and 2 does come through the camp. Ann was in the trailer, and she thought it was us. And it just went right up there, just a few yards from the trailer into the brush.
Why didn't you shoot him, man?
I didn't see them. I thought it was them coming up. I just heard them.
She kept hearing it, and she got that old 44 mag pistol and went up there and said every time she'd be quiet, they'd be quiet. And she started walking, and they'd start making noise. I come in, she told me about it, and I went out and looked, and had a buck track this wide, and had 2 does with it.
I bet you's beginning to wonder what the heck was going on, wasn't you?
I took my dogs up there 2 or 3 weeks ago.
How big is your baby dog now?
My little baby one,
The
I weighed
big
him
one.
last night. He weighed 31 pounds.
That's the little one.
That's a baby. The other one weighs about 70.
And I'm talking
What
about
are
the
they?
little fuzzy one you had down at the reunion.
He's
70.
talking about Shine.
Oh, you ain't never even seen my little one. That's right.
What kind of dog she got?
We got a Rottweiler,
Oh, good night.
half Rottweiler and half Lionhound, and we got a half Rottweiler and half Doberman.
Oh, my stars.
baby,
Amazons.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I had him up there last night taking stitches out of his tail. And I had,
Well,
Had
Cut
his
his
tail
tail.
cut off.
I had his tail cut off.
Yeah.
Oh,
They cut
Cut
their
him
tails
off.
Well,
off.
see, he's almost 3/4 pit bull, you know.
Oh, would have never had his tail
His
cut.
tail was so long and everything, and you know how a pit bull's tail is
They
made?
curl. Yeah.
It comes right over it, just like this.
Yeah.
So if you don't get it cut, he's always going to be nasty. Every time you get him in a truck or something with you, you're going to have it on him. And boy, he loves to ride. You know, he just jumps right up in there, even in the back. I had him tied up at first in the back. I was scared he'd try to jump out, and he pulled that harness off. He got to barking, and I stopped and whipped him, and he pulled that harness off. I mean, a full harness, pulled it off, and he never made another sound.
You know why, though? You know why he was barking?
Uh.
Because you had pulled him away from Shine. And he run over there and got behind Shine and laid down. As long as he can touch Shine, he's all right.
Well, Shine just treated him like her baby, you know. Of course, I had her
Understand,
fixed where she couldn't have him immediately. But
The puppy's name is Storm.
she
Shining Star.
Ain't that some names? And did you name both of them?
Original.
No,
I
Eddie.
Shine, Storm.
Eddie named Shine, and I named the.
Huh?
I named
But you
Storm.
should see them though. Shine is about 70 pounds. She stands from here to about here. And it's got the horsey looking Rottweiler head, but the ears and the nose and everything is a lion hound. But she's
I don't
got
guess
the
I know what a
shoulder.
lion hound is. I don't guess I've ever.
They hunt and kill lions. with
Oh,
these
Well, their
dogs.
name's
They're
actually Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Rhodesian
No,
Ridgeback.
I don't guess I've ever
They're
seen one.
a red dog, and that's what Shine
Right.
is.
And
It's
she's got
actually
this
They
tinge
red.
of black
But
all
she's
in
got
her,
the
though.
black face kind of here like a Rottweiler and everything. In fact, we
She's
took her to
beautiful.
the vet. He took her to the vet one time, and everybody liked to have a fit because they never saw a red Rottweiler.
Oh, yeah,
She
you
does
just-
look like
Oh.
a Rottweiler, but
Yeah.
she's red.
Everybody just, all just, you know, the fight. There was a bunch of bulldogs up there. These people had these bulldogs at the vets. And I choked her completely down, and I still did everything I could do to hold her.
She wanted to go play.
But
And,
the,
the bulldog never did try to jump her either.
but the
Yeah.
puppy
She,
is also red because its father
She's
was
got
a
a big
red
nose.
Doberman.
Hmm.
but its daddy's
Ah.
about this high. He's got shoulders that wide on him.
He got
They're just
shoulders
big old
wider
hairy.
than Brian does.
The next thing's a horse. They can Mike Garrett ride them.
I tell you what, this no joke. I can give them dogs a bath and dry them off, and they'll lay around there in the living room and just rub around on us. They come on, just lay their head in your lap. They'll just flock around hand just like it's their mama or something. But I guarantee you, if somebody comes around that they don't know, or somebody just starts over towards her, boy, you got a problem. That Shine eats you alive, and that Pit, when he gets a little bigger, he's really gonna be vicious. Right now, well, what we've always played with Shine is, imagine a piece of pitch pine, pure pitch pine, about this long and this big around. People get their little sticks and throw for the dogs. That's what we throw for her. It weighs about 10 pounds. That's what she plays with. And when that puppy, when I first got him, he would pick them up and carry them when I first got him. And when we first got him, he was eating them big dog bones like this, the Shine eats. And when he bit them, they just exploded.
Dog biscuits.
His mouth is this wide right now, and he's not even 4 months old. He's a pretty good sized little pup. But you remember how tiny she was when I got her?
Yeah.
Weighed about 4 pounds.
I doubt if she'd weigh 4 pounds, don't you, Biddy? Sure was a pretty little thing.
She just almost died when I got her. Oh, if Ann hadn't took her on to the vet when she did eat it, she'd have died.
What was the matter?
She had worms.
She was eating up
Yeah.
worms, but she had 2 different kinds.
She had hookworms and pinworm.
Whatever.
Worms, pinworm.
In fact, when we went to that reunion, the vet hadn't even really wanted us to bring her up there and he wanted to know where we was going and if there's going to be a veterinarian around, because she had so many in her that it could have blocked her bowels, and if we couldn't have got her to a vet just immediately. So we checked to see if there's a vet close enough that we could take her if she had that, but it all worked out.
This house that we bought this week, we went in and got that house finally. As Mom
Yeah,
probably told you
what
about
Mama said.
it. We bought it Thursday. But the backyard is cross fence with a chain link fence. Then the house is made like a horseshoe, so about a 1,700 square foot house. It's a big old house. And then the patio, part of the patio's got a little chain link fence too. I can fence the dogs off at one side and all that, and fix it up, so it's gonna have a real
Maybe
good
I can
place
have
for
some
them.
flowers now.
Maybe
We got
so.
room to put our travel trailer in the backyard. I can even
That's
put
the
my
reason
pickup in
I've
the
got
backyard,
mine out the front yard.
And still have our other 2 pickups in the garage,
And I went
They work
out to
out real
feed
nice.
one evening, and there was arses piled up a pile that high and that big around, and snowballs piled up there with them. The awfulest pile of, about this big around and about that high in the middle, of my flowers she had pulled and took around and piled them up. Oh, I wanted to kill her.
Well, I nearly killed myself first year over there at that house with, on Brookside, trying to fix up that backyard, and then Eddie gets that dog,
Mm-hmm.
and next thing I know, there's not a flower, plant, or nothing out in that backyard. I mean, he just totally stripped it all. So I just quit. I just didn't do nothing else.
Well, I got this fixed. Mine can't get in the front yard no more to bother the
Papa
flowers.
finally got rid of them dogs at the house.
Yeah.
That guy come back about a week ago and brought the dog box back, and I asked him, I said, are those dogs eating for you? And he said, yeah, they're eating real good. I said, well, I've been worried about them because the only thing we could get them to eat was purina. And he said,
He's sneaking
Tell me.
on us.
what kind of...
Double take.
Hey,
He
Brian?
was feeding me. He said, they were
Might
real
break.
good.
Go
He said,
here.
I'm real proud
Yeah,
of
he's
them."
talking to you.
Yeah, right there you go. Stand up. Stand up
They're,
for me. All right.
real good
Well, I
rabbit
think you're
dogs.
growing,
So
Brian.
apparently he's
You know what?
working with them.
You are, buddy. You're getting
And
taller.
I said, well, I'm glad they're eating because I was
Yeah.
worried about them.
Yeah.
Because Roy didn't tell him
There's old
that's all
Amanda.
they eat. And
Oh, God, I just want to get everybody on the film here.
they've never done much of anything except staying with him. And I said, take somebody to be good to them and train them. I said, I think they'll make a good dog.
Pretty dogs.
Well, I wouldn't take nothing for the 2 dogs I got.
Roy told him, he said, you know, the only thing said you can't breed them with one another.
I've got mine trained when they come in the house unless I want them. He didn't really like to be taught when we first got it. And boy, he'd stand there and just bark at you like something. And I finally got irritated with him, popped him on the butt a time or two. I'll leave this door open till you get back in here. It's kind of warm in here.
Say something to me, sweet pea.
There's some water or something all over the floor here. When you come back in, don't step on it and slide down.
Well, where'd it come from?
Well, I don't know. I can't, you can't see when you're trying to find it, but when you get back, you can. It might be grease. I don't know.
Surely not.
Put me out there. Let me see him.
I don't know where the
Can't
water
put me
or
out.
what it is.
Let me
But
see
it's
him.
liquid anyway.
Like that, Jill.
Nope.
Wait. Meow, meow, meow. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Get in. Well, I thought I was gonna get Mom in there cooking, but
Well, she'll get back in here in a minute. She's out here looking for us some blue glasses.
Bam,
Car or something? Those glasses work out real good.
bam,
I'm gonna
bam,
get paper towels
bam,
from him.
bam.
Okay. She asked us if we could use some of those glasses. I told her, yeah, between the trailer and the house, I sure we could. So, that's what she's doing. I wiped it, most of that stuff was out of the floor, but I think it's coming out of that garbage stack there. Because it looks wet on the bottom.
Somebody may have poured some water in it.
Yeah. or
I'll
something.
take it out in a minute.
You see me?
You getting me putting snuff glasses in the sack?
yeah, I sure did.
Put me up. Put me up. Put me up.
No. It's about mine, and it costs about $1,000.
She wanted you to pick her up and let her see in there.
But I don't
You'll
want
have
to
to
take a chance
look
on
from here.
breaking it. Smile, honey, on candy camera.
Can you smile? Huh?
I've got a bunch of you on here, Amanda. Remember?
Heather?
Did you go like this?
Heather.
Damn, you should have seen that lens shatter just then. I got it right down there on sound.
And broke it all to pieces, huh?
I didn't hear it crack.
Hi, Heather. Can you wave at me? Come on.
Amanda loves to take pictures.
Hey, Heather.
Don't get in front of Heather. Heather?
What's the matter, honey?
She's a ham. Amanda's a ham, and Heather's a shyster when it comes to them cameras.
Come
Heather,
on,
you're
you
gonna
get
get
her
hung
back in
behind
here.
that refrigerator. She's in between the wall and the refrigerator.
Did you see the little red dot blinking?
Yes, it's blinking.
Amanda, you move back a
Go over there
little.
and stand by sister.
Move back a little.
They'll go and play.
That deal's not gonna get you.
May,
That deal ain't gonna bother
May,
you.
Shoot
show
that
it.
thing,
May,
Heather. Shoot it.
May,
Oh, damn, babe.
Heather May,
Hop down, Amanda.
tell Eddie about that big old bird that
Somebody
got
can make her get
after
down.
you the other day.
Get down.
I'm trying to see.
You can see just fine. You don't have to stand.
Oh, Eddie, did you get Heather's
broke his
ponytail on that?
I sure did.
Ha ha. Have you got a ponytail? Hmm?
Shoot that thing over there. Shoot it there.
Bam.
Bang.
I got the pretty one in there now, though.
See, Eddie and Ann brought me this.
What is it?
Picture album.
Yeah.
Boy, it's got a lot of pages, ain't it?
Yeah, I started to buy you some refills to go in there. You can buy some more and put in there. And I started to get you some of them, and then I got busy doing something else and forgot. But you could probably put a couple of them.
There you go. Now smile big. Oh, pretty.
Oh, Marty.
And all, now, Samantha, come over here and see them. She'd eat all four of them. And this chocolate, I guess Amanda and Heather will be over here and eat that after a while. Little buggers. I'll tell you, Amanda is faithful. She'll say, you just shut your mouth.
Yeah, I think that youngest one's going to be a little bit nicer, seems like. She seems a lot more giving as far as sharing and stuff than the oldest one does. That little one, as cute as she can be with that round face and stuff.
I think she is. Cecil says, Mama, from the way you look, back yonder when I was real small, I bet you when you was little, like Heather, that Heather looked just exactly like you did, that I'd give anything in the world for one of your baby pictures. I told him back when I was a baby, poor folks didn't know what a Camry was. I thought it was hot and maybe I'd wake him up. I guess it'll take that all day and all night to thaw, reckon?
It'll take all day, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're not going to use it till in the morning. It'd thaw out in the refrigerator probably by morning.
I don't know, I doubt it. But I'll put it in there and see. Sure. French fries won't be eaten, will it?
No, I doubt it. I wouldn't want them after they've set out all night.
I'll leave them and put them out to the dogs after, to the dog and cats after a while. I've just now put a bunch of junk out there. That paint on there. Dean got paint on everything around here. He was painting in the bathroom. I got flowers for it, thanks. I better see if I fasten that bed down tight. You know, I give Cecil a big bucket like these. He wanted one. And I give him one. And he said, last winter their water froze. And stayed froze 10 days and nights. And he'd take that bucket and go down there at that little store and get water. Said that's all they had to carry water in from down there at that store. All the time the water was froze. Getting a deal around for $1 a piece. But I bought one of them down here at Colgate and gave $1.50 for it. That still wasn't bad.
Where's the rest of the cover off the hot water heater in there?
The door's laying in the floor, ain't it?
Yeah, but where's the other part?
I don't know.
Gotta get it
It's
on.
gone?
Yeah.
Can't turn the steering wheel with it in neutral.
What go on?
Then she jerked
You
that
know,
drawer out of
first
the
or
table
second
and
gear,
it- the drawers is
Reverse
metal,
anymore
you know.
over on the left side.
And that's what hit her on the toe.
Can't turn that steering wheel without
But it didn't stop her from
knuckles
pulling
into the
back.
steering, to the shifting
What
knob.
go?
Now here, that ain't a ridey horse.
You just a regular ham, ain't you, girl?
Mom, you can't see me.
Me, huh?
It look like she's ready to take a nap instead of driving home, Eddie. You better
I
teach
know.
her how to drive with one eye and sleep with the other.
And you need to get you some nerve medicine and take it.
I just really need everything to calm down and be normal, and I think everything will be all right then.
You all that moving and stuff, just think
Hi.
you gotta do it again.
I know it.
One more round, huh?
I believe I ought to be an idiot.
Hey, at me.
Insisted
At me, I
that
took
that hire a mover.